Good day, YouTube. It's the 28th of April, 2020. 2 days from my birthday, by the way. And we're at the very noisy car wash. They just reopened. They shut it down for the coronavirus thing, but they've just reopened it, so I can bring some stuff in and clean it up. Yesterday we took a run, 100-mile round trip, pick up a couple of John Deere lawn tractors. The SX75, I think it's like an early 90s kind of deal. This would be the second one of these I had. I fixed up one before, and this would be the second one. I'm thinking of going all green. I have a couple, 3 other color tractor kind of things, and I'm thinking I'd just make them all green, all John Deere. So anyway, that's partly what I got this one for. This one, you don't know what it is, which I didn't until I got there to pick it up, is an STX38 black deck, which means the deck's not quite quality as the first ones that came out. But this is the hydrostatic STX38, so a little more desirable. And like all of them, the hoods explode. Like you set your coffee cup on it and it's too hot and it just shatters like glass, I guess. So anyway, it doesn't have a hood on it, but we got a plan brewing for that. So I stopped at the car wash, just gonna give these things a bath before I take them to the shop, unload them. And I think we're gonna work on this one here first. I have the tins, I have the coil. Somebody removed the coil. Sounds like they were chasing an ignition problem and gave up. So I don't think this one's missing anything to speak of. So we're gonna work on this one. Has 2 different kinds of rear tires on it. That bugs the snot out of me. There's a good chance I have one of those. Good chance I actually have a pair. Front one of them needs a tube or something. They'd probably be okay. This one's got starter is missing. The outer airbox cover is missing. Both of them might actually be missing the grass screen there. They both have compression. They both had oil in them and not water in them, so that's pretty good. Let me get them washed up. I'll show you what we got when we get them cleaned up, and then we'll just do a walkthrough on them when we get them to the shop. Okay, me and Autumn got them unloaded after the little washing at the car wash. Sure is nicer to work on when they're a little bit clean. I'm glad our car wash is reopened. Autumn, did you help Dad get these unloaded, sweetie? Autumn Bear. Autumn, did you help? Yes, I helped. I like coming out here. All right. So, I was just going to go through a few things that I look for when I'm buying junk. Because I don't want to buy junky junk. I want to buy junk that could possibly run again. And believe me, there's no way to know for sure. But a few things. A, does the engine turn? Yes, they do. Is there compression? And we did this on both of them. Yes, there is. How many parts are missing? For this one, it's a starter, and I looked it up before I got there, and they're $40. Actually, you can get them for just a couple bucks less than that. So that's good. That screen is gone, won't stop it from running, and the airbox cover is missing. That's what I know about. There's some bolts that are taken out and so forth. And then on this particular one, and again, this is an STX38, 38-inch deck. This is a hydrostatic, soft touch hydro. And it has a Kohler command 12.5. I'm big into Kohler engines. I like Briggs engines. So yeah, and this one here's got Kawasaki, and I've had one of these before, and I like the Kawasaki engine as well, so should be good to go there. So I'll order a starter tomorrow. But some of the other tells is there's more bolts taken off. And why did they take more bolts off than just a starter? So I'm maybe not going to know until I put a starter in it and we see what's up. So little risk right there. What are the other tells? This thing appears to still have its all 4 original tires on it. They're all the same matching tread, and not a tread that I have seen you can purchase. So the seat's original, I believe. Been sitting out a little bit. It's got some cracking going on, but it hasn't been like wore out. It's just aged out. Different things. I think this is a low hours machine. The deck's not all screwed up. The seat pan or whatever is not all rusty. So I think I've made a good choice in this guy, but only time will tell. Probably jinxing myself. The SX75, which is really was my interest. I like them all, but this was my interest. Autumn, what did you think of it? It's got the typical rust around the bottom edges, and here and there rust bubbling under the paint. This has a 9-horse Kawasaki engine. The coil was unbolted. It was laying there. I threw it in the car. The shroud was loose, so I threw it in the car. I have the hood for it. Threw it in the car. Didn't want to lose anything rolling down the road. It has all the air box, but top nut is gone. Sounds like they were chasing spark. It had oil in it. There was no water in the motor. The engine turned over, and it has compression. I snipped the gas tanks. They both had their gas caps. It's good. The other thing was real important, and I'll show you. This is a John Deere 68 that I got for literally $10 just because I wanted to make the engine run, and we did. I did a video on fixing that fiberglass body, but everything on that thing is stuck. The steering is stuck. Every pedal, every knob, every lever is stuck. Oh, that grass catcher is not for that. The grass catcher is actually on this one, but I don't have the chute. Sorry. So that is parts at best. I'll probably just sell it to somebody that wants it for whatever. And that has a 8-horse Briggs in it, I believe. Back to these. I checked all the levers and stuff after dealing with that one. All of the levers, steering, everything moves, everything feels fine. So I think they're both good candidates to make them run again. Again, this one, the hood explodes on these. I guess they made them out of tempered glass or something. Unlike the older versions that are fiberglass, these are very repairable. Plastics, yeah, they can be repaired, but it's still, they get brittle over time and they're just junk. So, and I know they're easier to make and blah, blah, blah. So we're actually going to try and fit like a hood from an old 111 on this. Buddy Steve says he's got one, maybe a couple different ones. And we'll take one of them and we'll set it on there. If it fits, I'll make it work. And then I don't have to worry about the brittle plastic thing. You can get a new one. It's $406. Yeah, sign me up for a couple of those. Not going to happen ever in my lifetime. That Mowers, in my opinion, that's the top of the mark for it. Actually, I see them when they're real nice, maybe $500-600. Even these, $300, $400, $500. I've seen them. But anyway, I'm just going to show you real quick, and then we'll move on. This is the mower I want to replace. I say that but there's nothing wrong with it. I mow this thing once or twice a week. This is my old Snapper rear engine rider. It's a 36-inch deck, which I think that John Deere is too. Single blade, isn't it, Autumn? Yeah, you know what that is. And I've been mowing with this for years. I picked this up at a auction for $60. I didn't even care about the mower. It had a brand new engine in it. This was like a 10-horse, I believe, when it was built. It's got 12.5 IC Briggs in it. Fantastic engine. Electric start, of course. It's really dirty, but then I just mowed with it 2 days ago. So I actually hate to get rid of it, but I just thought it'd be fun to go all green. I had all red, so I have 3 Snapper push mowers. There's 2 of them, the other one's at the house. And I'm going to get rid of these 3. And then maybe even my 77 Gilson. I got a blade and a big deck for it. I painted it cat yellow. This is a fantastic mower. A friend of mine gave it to me. I've been fixing it up over time. I think I'll make it also go away with a tear in my eye. Make room for other stuff. So the shed's going to get cleaned out. Sorry, I'm showing you, babbling. This little monkey Wards. It's an 8-horse, vertical 8-horse. And I think it has either a stuck valve or a valve seat that has fallen out. And I'm starting to get the bug to dig into this. I just think it's the cutest little tractor ever made. The mower deck for it is out there. Cute little twin blade mower deck. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. Introduction of a couple projects. We're going to end the video here, and then we're going to go after making the SX75 run. Just try to keep these videos just a little shorter. I appreciate that. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do it at this time. I'll wait for you. Thank you very much. And we'll catch you on the next video.